Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about food delivery services. I am neither here nor there because I don't use them. I never have used them, but I do understand why someone would need to use them because we all have busy lives. But I do have something to say about using them, and then I also have to say about the people who work for them. Let's get into the video. So as I was doing research for this video last night, I came across this girl, and we are going to click on her.
I just saw what I spent on Uber Eats in 2024, and I'm disgusted with myself. This is a different video for me. I've never talked about finances and spending on my page, but I am so disgusted with myself and my habits in 2024, and I kind of want to expose myself and bring it to your attention. First, I want you to guess. Me and my fiance together. How much did we spend on Uber Eats in 2024? We spent...
Okay, so before I get into this, I think a lot of people overspent in 2024. I think a lot of people have been overspending since 2020. And I'm not alone in this. If you go through any YouTube video content in the Explore page or For You page, and I'm talking about YouTube, IG, and TikTok, overconsumption is everywhere right now. So it's not just me talking about it. A lot of people, I don't want to say everyone, because when you say everyone, people are going to be like, I'm not doing it. I didn't overspend. Okay, and that's great. That's great. Hold on, Lisa. This is Lisa here on TikTok. Liza. She's going to tell you how much she spent on, I think, Uber Eats.
$100 on Uber Eats.
Hold on, Lisa, chill out. 4,100 and X amount dollars on Uber Eats in the year of 2024. Let's hear what else she has to say.
$4,000 on Uber Eats because of laziness. That needs to stop. That is so stupid. That is like multiple vacations right there. That could be my mortgage on Uber Eats because of convenience, because I'm being lazy. I'm not going to be lazy this year. I'm actually going to delete my Uber Eats app right now.
Good for you, girl. She just did it.
I deleted DoorDash while I was at it because what's the difference? This is your reminder to look at your finances, see what you're spending unnecessary money on, and change.
So to me, Lisa looks like she is probably a Gen Zer. And it's not just Gen Z. You know what's crazy when I do research for these videos? I'm Gen X. And when people complain about the economy and everything, we're like forgotten. It always goes like, it's like people forget that we even exist, which I kind of love because we're like out the group chat right now. But it goes from millennials and Gen Zers blaming boomers for everything. And like nobody mentions the Xers, which I'm just like, yeah, keep us out the group chat. We don't want to be in it. But I have to, it just baffles me every time I hear that.
$4,000 is so insane to me. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so mad at myself. And
we got to give her props for recognizing. We got to give her props. So we all make mistakes, Lisa. We all make mistakes. We have to give her props for recognizing.
I just know. I know I'm not the only one. After doing this, I kind of like started searching on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok to see like what other people are spending. I am seeing people are spending $8,000 a year on food delivery. That's nuts. People are so lazy. And I feel like this has so much to do with like COVID and like getting used to this type of routine. We had to do this. Like we had no other choice.
I agree.
We have the choice now and we need to stop and we need to start being smarter about our finances.
I agree.
Yes, you can be saving. You can be saving for a house, a car, your future. You can be going on trips. I hope this helps someone because it's really helping me. I just saw.
Okay, so thank you, Lisa, for that information. Lisa, Liza on TikTok. I saw another video, and I don't know if I can find her again, which on the flip side of this, people have to be employed, right? You can't completely get rid of Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, and all those other places because that's a job for some people. So I was watching this one woman and she was going on a vacation the next day. Only question I have about it is like, why didn't you go this hard prior to the day or before the day prior to your trip? But she gets in the car basically and she says, I need to make X amount of dollars because I need to have $300 for my vacation. I'm short $300 for the things that I need to do. Okay, not really good planning. But she was able, and I don't remember if she was DoorDash. I think she was DoorDash, and she was able to make that money. And it was a great video because at the end, she's like, she made more, she exceeded the $300. She was like, oh my gosh, I made this amount of money and I'm able to spend the money for my trip. And I don't mind a side hustle. I don't think it was her everyday, like not everyday job, but it wasn't her main job. It wasn't her primary job. This was like a side hustle for her because she wanted to make some money. And so I commend her. She made the money that she needed to make for the trip so she could go on her trip and have a good time. I understand that these food delivery services aren't going to go out of business, but me personally, I have never Instacart. I don't have any of those apps. I've never used them. I personally never felt comfortable using them. Okay. I didn't. And a lot of it has to do with social media. I would see the videos on, like when you go on TV and they'd have those shows that show you Door Dashers, and on social media, people, they're eating your fries. Don't mess with my fries. Do not mess with my fries. And I'm telling you, I know that all people that do those delivery systems don't do that, but you're already letting someone, I love cooking my own food. You're already letting someone cook the food for you, and you have to take a chance that they might not be doing the right thing. That's it if you go to any restaurant. Then I'm adding a third party who could possibly be tampering with my food and then dropping it off to me. I don't want a middleman in my food. I just don't. It's just like, yeah, it could go from the cook to the person who's bagging it up, then to a person who has been running around all day. I don't know if their hands are sanitized. These are things I think about, and I'm allowed to think about them. I mean, it's my money. Also, I don't want to pay an extra fee. I really commend this girl, Lisa, because how can in one breath someone say the prices of groceries are insane, but yet they're constantly using these services that charge an extra 10% and higher to deliver this stuff. And then if you're a decent person, I would hope that you're tipping them as well. I would hope that you're tipping these people as well. So yeah, I can see why I'm happy she looked over her finances and saw that it wasn't necessary. I've seen someone have a case of water delivered to their home in my neighborhood. And I've seen the person, and it's not that the person, there was something wrong with them. We weren't going through a storm. We weren't doing whatever. I mean, a case of water. I've watched YouTube vloggers who their children have just, they're given an allowance, and guess what their allowance is going towards? Oh, I'm going to Instacart an ice cream sundae. It's teaching children bad habits. Like she said, during 2020, I totally understand why that was a thing, because some people didn't want to come in contact with other people. I get that portion. Also, I'm very funny with the Instacart thing. This is me personally. If you are an Instacarter, this is no attack towards you. I don't want somebody picking out my fruit. I don't know if you're picking out the bruised one. I don't know if you're picking out the one and I don't like picking out my stuff from the grocery store. I never pick anything in the front row. I know it sounds crazy. It might sound OCD-ish, but I never pick the first thing in the front row, because those are usually the things, if someone picks it up, especially if it's like milk or it's a perishable and it gets put in the wrong spot of the grocery store, someone leaves a cart there, when the employees take it back to fill that, you think that you think the employees know how long that thing has been sitting out there? No, they're going to look at the expiration date, and they're just going to stick that thing right back on the shelf, and they're not going to, and right in the front, that's going to be the one that you're grabbing. So I always make sure, like, I grab from the middle or I grab from the back. That's my OCD thing. I'm allowed to do it. I'm not going to change it. That's what I do. Just like if you Instacart, you Uber Eats, and you're not going to change it, you don't have to. I was just really commending this girl because she looked and said, I would have rather that $4,000 go towards something else. And she said it herself. I'm not calling her lazy. She called herself lazy. She said, I was too lazy to go and get the food myself. So not just that, she paid the 10% and she probably 10% plus, and she probably tipped. I watched a video of a vlogger that I like, and she was completely appalled when her groceries showed up at her house. There were things that were expired. There were also things like fruit, like I said, that were bruised. One of her eggs were broken. That's just not a risk that I'm willing to take. I won't even say I'm a busy person, but even when I was a busy person, I made the time to go to the grocery store. Before 2020 happened, A lot of people went to the grocery store. And then once they got in, the habit of not going, then this was the result. This is the result. So I'm not telling you to stop wasting your money on Uber Eats, because these people need to stay employed. They really, really do, because it really does help a lot of people. And I'm not telling you to stop Instacarting, because it's not my place, and I really could care less if you do or you don't. I'm not going to do it. I have enough time to go to the grocery store. It's not a big deal. I like picking out my own things. But I just wanted to know your perspective on this. Let me know. I am proud of Lisa. I'm really proud that she recognized that she'd rather keep 4Gs. And if you listen to the end, she said as she was doing research, so she researched this because she basically was like, is this just me? Is this just me doing all this? And no, she said she saw somebody that looked at their finances and they had realized that they had spent over 8Gs in 2024 using these services. Just some food for thought for today. We got to keep the wheels spinning. Got to keep you thinking. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.